Euryale, The Last Gorgon, first-person narrative, final chapter. They say monsters never die. Maybe that's true. But I think it's because no one ever lets them rest. I have walked the mortal coastlines longer than memory allows. The sea still smells of my sisters. Salt, sorrow, and scales. Every time the tide pulls back, I see her face in the foam. Medusa, the sister they called Abomination. And I remember the day they took her head and called it Justice. They gave her name to fear. They painted her eyes on shields, carved her image on armor. Even the goddess who cursed her wears her face like a trophy. They say it's protection. I say it's guilt. I've walked through cities where mortals worship heroes like Perseus, drunk on glory, blind to truth. They build statues of themselves now, each face frozen in pride. Stone everywhere. They don't even need my gaze to turn it to anymore. One night, a man wearing silver came to me, proud, careless, loud. He called himself a descendant of Perseus. He thought I was prey. He was wrong. When I looked at him, I saw all their arrogance turned inward, and he froze mid-breath. His last word was his own name. I left him there, a monument to silence. But vengeance is a shallow companion. The longer I carried it, the colder it became. I realized what my sister had once known. The world will always fear what it does not understand. And fear, if fed too long, turns even grief into poison. I wandered north and found a ruined shrine, Athena's temple, or what was left of it. Yet inside there was something new, an altar, not to the goddess, but to Medusa. Mortals had built it in secret. They left mirrors turned backward and flowers twisted into the shapes of serpents. They whispered her name not as curse, but as prayer. I listened, and for the first time in ages, I did not weep. That night, the fates came to me. Clotho, Lachesis, Atropos, their eyes brighter than stars. They asked, Euryale, your vengeance is done. Do you wish for peace or to be remembered? I looked to the sea, to the horizon where my sisters once sang, and I said, let me fade. Let them remember her. As dawn came, I became what I was always meant to be. Not monster, not saint, but a whisper on the wind. Now when the sea is calm and the reeds sway, mortals hear a soft hissing. They think it's the wind through grass. It's not. It's me, the last Gorgon, guarding the silenced, watching the proud. My vengeance became mercy. My grief became legend. And my sister's face, once feared, became a mirror. For even now, when gods and men gaze upon her image, they see not a monster, but the truth of what they've done.
Euryale. She was never the monster. She was the reflection, and I was only the echo.